Why is it that it's so hard for you to achieve your goals when you see other people in the same space doing the same thing and achieving the goal first time they try? Why is it that it's taking you months or years to even get remotely close to something, to your first goal, and it takes other people a few months? It's their first try. Why is it that you have to keep continuously trying and that you still haven't achieved the goal? And why is it that other people that you see have it so much easier? The one thing that I can think of that comes to my mind is that God is building you as a person, and He wants this for you. He wants you to struggle. He wants you to go through these hard times and keep on trying, not because of the goal that you will eventually achieve and inevitably achieve, but because of the type of man or type of person that you're becoming along the way. For some people, it's easy to achieve that because God wants them to achieve it easily. That's not their main goal out of life. They have other struggles they need to go through with in order to build the character that builds the kind of man that they're supposed to be. And for you, it's the same thing. That's why you have to continuously keep fighting, continuously keep going at your goals, no matter how hard it is and how long it is, and how much emotional weight there is behind it throughout the years and how down you get. Because eventually, it will all turn out fine. Not because of the goal, but because of the kind of person that you are becoming along the way. You should aim to make $1 million. Get your first $1 million. Why? Not because of the $1 million, even though it's nice and you can buy some good things, you can give back to your family, but because of the type of person you become along the way. That's why it's so crucial to keep going. If you give up now, you tell God, I'm too weak. You tell yourself that you're too weak. And that's not the kind of person that you were supposed to be. Excuse me about the wind, guys, by the way. The camera is bugging out, but I thought I'd sit down quickly and record this video because there's always these kind of things on my mind. I always think about, why is it so hard, so much harder for me to achieve my goals? Why have I still not achieved them? And you have to ask yourself, like, why is it that I still haven't got there yet? Then you'll bring up some excuses, external factors, because of time, because of the money I haven't had. And ultimately, it's external factors you're blaming. But then you look inside. What's held me back internally that meant I wouldn't get there? What actions have I not taken that meant I didn't get there yet? And the key word there is yet. Because you're a loser until you finally win. Okay? But once you win, you become a winner. That's a kind of identity that supports the reality that you want to be and a kind of man. And then you'll start to achieve bigger goals. They always say your first 10K a month is the hardest to get to. After that, it's easier to get to 100K a month. It's because of the identity that you become at the 10K, because you finally achieve that goal that you set out for yourself. And it might be different for you, and it might be different for someone else. Also remember, the importance or the weight you put behind your goal is a huge factor. Okay, number one reason is the more importance you give something, the harder it is to achieve, because the more you push it away. That's a law in reality transferring the book. Okay, at the same time, you need to have your why. Why am I doing this? Okay, for non-selfish reasons, also for selfish reasons. Why are these things? Why do I do what I do? Because every day you could turn up, you could do the habits, the actions, everything you need to do in order to achieve the life that you want eventually. But it's gonna get discouraging, especially when you keep going through failures all of the time. Not even failures, but you just never get close enough. Or you get close enough, then you get a massive setback. You go one step forward, two steps back. Then you go 3 steps forward, 2 steps back. And that's continuous. That's continuous until you become the kind of man who wins, who takes more calculated steps, has more strategic steps. But that comes with failure. That comes from learning from your failures, and that comes from persistence to keep pushing forward. Because think of the kind of man you want to be. Does he go through a bunch of struggle to finally get his goal? Yes, probably, right? The kind of man who doesn't achieve his goal gives up. So it's about being persistent and continuously going at your goals so that you can achieve the exact kind of life that you want. Also, remember, jealousy is a very dangerous thing. You see other people around you achieving the kind of goals that you want very easily. How does that make you feel? How does that make you feel when you see other people achieving the kind of goals that you want and you've been wanting very easily? Is it jealous? Do you feel jealous? Because it's a very dangerous feeling to have. You should be asking yourself, why am I not there? What do I need to do in order to get there? What kind of habits, actions do I need to take in order to get there? What kind of way of thinking do I need to have in order to get there? Because that's the only way you'll get there. It's about finding solutions, because you can keep telling yourself excuses. You can keep finding the reasons why you haven't got there yet. Okay? You can keep looking internally and see like what not really understand why you haven't got there, but on the other side of that, you can look for solutions. Look up to the people who did get there and learn from them, and get mentors that can teach you, who've gone through struggles, people you can look up to, people you resonate with. You know, it's learning from these kind of people and going through your own journey and failures that's going to get you there eventually. So I thought I'd record this quick video. Hope it helped out. Hope you liked the view. See you boys later.